as a nose tackle. He's going to play on the
Maurice
edge
Hurst,
now.
Taco Charlton are the names that didn't do anything.
You put him on the edge now with that athleticism and stuff, and now he's going to have one-on-ones because of Kenny Clark and all these other guys we're talking about, Zadarius Smith and Preston. He's going to be damn near unstoppable, in my opinion. So my bold take was Rashawn Gary, top 3 Rookie of the Year defensive player, and 12 to 15 sacks, and I don't think that's a stretch at all. I think he is going to be lights out. The tape in college proves it.
I think the fun thing about, the one thing about Gary that stuck out to me immediately was his reaction to being drafted. And I told everyone that, and I know a lot of people looked at it and like, well, okay, he's pumped, he cried. No, if you have that kind of emotion and you're that overwhelmed when you get drafted and you've worked hard for something, that shows that you love it. To me, that means you freaking
love it.
It is it is you, and this is what you want, and it is more than anything in the world. As opposed to, oh, I just got drafted. Look at my chain. It's no, I'm just overwhelmed with joy. That being said, too, he comes into camp down to what, 10%
body fat, 6'5", 270 pounds.
Again, showing me that you are committed to come to Green Bay and play football the way it needs to be done.
Have you been watching his Bane voice workout videos? Is that not motivating? Oh my God!
I don't honestly. I think if I'm petting, I don't know where I put him. I think you could put him at the end. I think you could put him at nose. I think you could put him at a Willie. You could put him at a outside linebacker. You could put him anywhere. I mean, the guy.
He's got the speed to do it. He ran a 4.5.
Yeah, he could easily come off the edge, easily, as an outside linebacker.
Drop him in the coverage too. He's got the speed to do it.
If I'm petting, I'm up. I haven't slept since the draft, and I am just writing and drawing the most intricate, insane thing. Because that's what he is. He's almost too good to be a one-position guy.
Well, actually, this points out a perfect picture. The linebacker coach that we got, we picked up in the off season. When he found out that we got Rashawn Gary in the draft, he went sprinting up and down the Packers stadium hallways, screaming, yelling, and cheering, because that is the guy he wanted. And when you get a coach to buy in to actually coach a player and a player to buy into that coach, you just get nothing. It's like when Clay Matthews was with Kevin Green. You have that full combination, and it's just, you see the full exploding talent. And I think Gary, I'm not going to say he's going to come out and get 16 to 20 sacks, but I think he's going to come out. I think he has a good shot at getting 10 sacks because you, like Jay said, you give him one-on-ones with Zadarius and Preston Smith and Blake Martinez on there, Kenny Clark, and then you even add in this. You still have Tyler Fackrell, who got 11 sacks last year, and the guy is a complete alternate in talent. He's speed. The guy has off the corner, and then you add in two bulls with Zadarius and Preston and Gary with his size and speed. It's just a nightmare for an offensive line.
I freaking love this defense.
Dude, the NASCAR package is coming to light.
Well, here's
I look at this defense, and the energy and the electricness that some of these guys bring. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the secondary, but Oren Burks, huge fan of Oren Burks. I think he has a huge year. I think that is a sideline to sideline coverage 3-pick-6 type kind of linebacker. And then I'll just quickly, Jair is obviously Jair.
That dude.
I'm praying on Kevin King being healthy because I think that could be one of the most dynamic duos with Kevin King.
He's so talented when he's healthy. The guy is a shutdown guy.
He just can't seem to get it. But he's been healthy. This is the longest stretch of healthiness he's had since he's coming here. And then obviously you go to Amos, incredible pickup. And then I think what a lot of people are excited to see is Savage. I think
Jay and I's boy.
Savage with Jair and Kevin King and some
and Tremont Williams at nickel corner.
Yeah, like just swagger. Like and I hate that word. I hate the word swagger, but I can't quite figure out a better word for those. Like, it's like those guys that
I'm going to go
you
old
want
school,
to
Fred.
hate.
Dude be jiving. That's what he does.
Ooh,
He's jiving.
that's it. I'm feeling that.
I just, you know what? There's a name out there we didn't even mention, and Fred, I got to go ahead and I got to bring it up. Tony Brown, I think, is going to be one of the steals of the undrafted signees we picked up last year. This kid balled out at Alabama. He had a little bit of a problem with kind of the coach authority thing, and that got fixed up quick. I think Pettin pulled him in after the kind of the stunt he pulled in a game where he got the penalty for stepping over a player after stopping a pass. I think Goody pulled him in the office, and we haven't seen a problem since. The guy, he was a stud at Alabama. It's just the fact that he had problems with coaching, and now it's fixed. Pettin isn't a guy to screw around with. Goody isn't a GM to screw around with. That what was his name? The safety we cut last year because he was bragging and he got ejected. And I think it was the Patriots game. He got ejected, and then not even 2 days later, he was cut. Goody doesn't play around. He doesn't like the games. Neither does Pettin. I think Tony Brown is a huge, undervalued corner in this defense. He balled at Alabama. There was nothing else about it. He just didn't like coaching. He's over that now.
World-class speed, man.
Dude.
He's like Olympic type speed. There's, he was
a sprinter at Alabama too on the track team.
Yeah, it's a project, but it can be one of those that could really pay huge dividends if you can just get him to buy in and make him understand, hey, you have an opportunity to do something great. And it's not like, oh, I'm just telling you this because no, it's serious. If he gets in and he buys in, I mean, we have the best secondary in the league.
Another one, add in Kadar Hallman. He has been taking number one reps in the defense with healthy cornerbacks. Yeah, Jackson's been out, but there's still been healthier corners ahead of him that he was drafted this year, and he's been taking number one reps. This guy can ball, and I think Gutekunst found a late round black diamond.
Yeah, I think him along with, I think Gary obviously will have a great year, barring injury, of course. But yeah, I think that Hallman will probably be the guy at the end of the year from this rookie class that will be the guy we look for in the future, for sure.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, Jay, I have to keep mentioning guys because the secondary is so deep.
Oh no, I was actually going to get back to our boy that we love because we drafted him in just in the second round.
We called it.
Funny. We love Savage, and something else we discovered when we were looking up, and it's been made on other shows too, not just ours. But this is the first time we have a safety playing the free safety position that can truly be a center fielder and free up that strong safety to play more of a joker the way that they like to utilize Charles Woodson back in the day. And what's very interesting is all of his numbers, including his RAS score, are almost identical to a future Packer Hall of Famer and one of the greats to ever play whose career was cut short, and one of my favorite overall players ever to watch on defense, Nick Collins. What do you think
original
about
number 36.
all that information and just how you think it's going to work out? Because, dude, Savage was our number one overall rated DB in this draft, and we were just ecstatic that they moved up to get him, and we couldn't believe that they essentially got him for just free with the draft capital that they had to give up.
They gave an extra fourth-round pick of theirs. That's all they got from other trades. In the past, that's all they gave up was an extra fourth to get a top safety.
Yeah, I think he's going to be dynamic. I think he's that like you said, free range safety who's really going to be able to, kind of ball pick, cover a lot of ground, cover a lot of field. I'm super excited about him. I think it's crazy that we got him. and Rashawn Gary in one draft. I think we're going to enjoy that for a while.
In the same round. Not even the draft, the same round.
Just nuts. Man, it's just a feeling with this defense. I just love it. I don't know. I have a good feeling.
What you just said with King, with him being healthy, I think he's going to be healthy finally because they kind of shelved him up. Well, I mean, yeah, but that's the thing is you think of it. King has speed and he has that length. You put in Savage, he has that speed. You have Jair on the other side. You have 4.3 to 4.5 speed on your corners, and then you have length on the other one with King. It's a perfect combination to where you're not going to have a zone left open. And then you have Amos, who has enough experience to play the same position he played for the Bears. He was number 8 ranked safety last year by PFF, and now you put him. You know who used to play with him? Eddie Jackson, and he played kind of like Savage. He was all over the place. He was flying all over. That's how Savage plays. I think Amos comes right in, plays where he left off from last year. I think there's going to be no zone left open because with Tremont underneath in the nickel corner spot, there's going to be no, especially with the front seven like this. People are sleeping on this defense, and yeah, maybe a homer saying it, but there's just the talent from last year to this year is literally, and I say it literally, 1,000% improved. Pettin got 44 sacks with a maligned roster, and his leading sacker was Tyler Fackrell. No disrespect to Fackrell, but 6 of those sacks came in 2 games. Now you give them 4 pass rushers in that group with different elements, different abilities. Blake, that we didn't even mention Blake. Yeah, we mentioned him a couple times, but I'm talking about getting into Blake. I think he's going to be a monster in this defense, Fred. He has bought into Mike's system last year, and he's one of the few shining stars last year in that defense. And this year, I think it's going to be a whole new level of Blake because I watched him in a tackling drill today, and he took the whole donut roll for another 5 to 6 yards.
Hell of a defense, guys.
Dude, I'm hyped. I'm ready to go watch the defense hype video.
All right, we're getting to that point where we're going to have to start wrapping it up. But we can't have you on the show without at least hearing your all-time favorite story about your grandpa. So, like just a few, your favorite story, and then maybe just a few things that probably people don't know that, you can share with us about your grandpa and growing up and being in the world that you came from, because that had to be pretty cool coming from the things you were able to see and experience given, who your grandpa is.
Yep. Man, it's hard to explain sometimes to people, especially new people I meet. People I've known for a little while, they look at it and they think, oh my gosh, your grandpa was fucking Thurston. It's true, but in the same breath, to me it was always just grandpa. The same kind of guy who changed my diaper, the same guy who, played football with me out back. And it's hard sometimes to distinguish that, but as I got older, I started to see it. I started to notice it a lot more. And, it was a great thing. Still very proud of it. He was top shelf guy. Never in my entire life, and I'm not kidding you, not exaggerating, nothing, I swear to God, I never saw him turn down an autograph. Not a single one. We were out, to dinner as a family. People would come up to the table, wouldn't turn him down. We'd be walking to the dentist or whatever. I mean, it didn't matter. He would always, stop, take a picture, sign an autograph, let someone try his ring on. He loved it. He was a fan's fan, I would say. He was more of a fan of them than they were of him. Incredible guy, loved to dance, loved to sing, loved to party. Did lots of partying back in the 60s. In Paul Hording's book, The Golden Boy, There's about a 3-page excerpt of a single day drinking with my grandpa, and he liked to he